Deep work is a term you often see used by people on social media, and I personally follow a 5-hour deep work daily regime. But how do you even lock yourself in a position where you sit down and focus on something extremely boring for 1 hour, let alone 5 hours? In this video, we're going through a no bullshit guide of how to actually enter the flow state in just 5 minutes. We live in an attention-grabbing society where it is way easier to sit for hours wasting your time on TikTok with absolutely no takeaways than just to sit quietly and read a book for 30 minutes or even do nothing and reflect. The first step of entering into a flow state is to remove that one major distraction. I call it weeding out. Let me give you an example. This is Bob. Bob really wants to focus on his business, but he just can't stop playing with video games on his PlayStation. And even if he deletes the games, his monkey brain just tells him to reinstall it, and so he does. What should Bob do? Bob should fucking disable his PlayStation along with the TV and pack it into a box. Was that difficult? The basic idea is to make it difficult for yourself to fall back to one major habit again before you start laying the foundation of a new habit. It's like, if you don't want to cheat on your girlfriend, don't visit other girls, because then you don't put yourself into a situation where you could cheat on your girlfriend. Make sense? Now, I'm pretty sure, though you may have gotten rid of the biggest distraction, but your monkey brain still insists you on wasting time on Insta, YouTube shorts, where you can procrastinate. That's where you draw the line and set up tenets for yourself. Here's some that I follow. I keep my phone outside the room I work in from 6 a.m. until noon. I uninstall Instagram as I'm done using it for something important and keep YouTube disabled until I do need it. I only take one day off, that is Saturdays, when I don't work at all, because God said 6 days labor, 1 day rest. Because then I have 6 entire days where I can zero down on work. I never play video games. I don't drink alcohol since 3 years back, and I don't date girls. Now at this point, if you did do the last 2 steps correctly, you're free, you don't have any distractions, your attention span is healing, and you're a little more attentive. Now here's what you do as you wake up. Don't inflate your dopamine levels with shallow work, which is something commoditized, low in value, which anyone can do. For example, using Snapchat or listening to music the first thing you do. You want to keep your monkey brain calm, just brush your teeth and sit down on your desk and get to work. I expect by this point you know what task you want to accomplish since you planned that the day before. Set a timer for 1.5 hours to begin with and hide the clock in the taskbar. For the next 1.5 hours, your job is to not think of anything else than work. Don't think about time or what you will do after this. Just focus on one task. If you do have any issues of emptying your brain and stopping random thoughts from occurring, go to the comments down below to read how I personally do it. And after the alarm goes off, you may engage in other non-brain rotting activities like going to the gym. Just make sure you don't engage in shallow work till it's evening and you're done with all of the tasks for today. The less shallow work you do overall, the better deep work you'll be able to do, and in return, you'll be able to output higher quality work in less time, which will help you to get ahead of the competition. And don't forget, it's not about how much time you spend on work, it's what you do that makes a difference. Now, as the days progress, just keep increasing the bracket of time you do the deep work till you reach your goal, like how I pull 5 hours. It's like a progressive overload, but not for your muscles, but for your brain. I know you've heard of how Bill Gates once a year does this activity where he goes into isolation and only reads books and thinks of big ideas. This is his way of training his brain. And you need to get inspired of these different ideas and do what you think will work for you. Comment down below if you do also have any unique regime that you follow. Would love to know. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I'll see you.